Japan turns a historic page. For the first time, a woman leads the nation, Sanae Takaichi, the ultra-conservative politician stepping into power amid a crisis. Inflation is soaring, alliances are fragile, and Donald Trump's visit looms. Can Japan's new Iron Lady steady the storm, or will history repeat itself? Japan made history as Parliament elected ultra-conservative lawmaker Sanae Takaichi, the country's first female prime minister, a landmark in a nation long dominated by male politicians. Takaichi, 64, replaces Shigeru Ishiba, ending 3 months of political uncertainty after the Liberal Democratic Party's crushing election loss in July. She secured 237 votes, narrowly surpassing the required majority, defeating opposition leader Yoshiko Noda of the Constitutional Democratic Party. Her victory follows a last-minute coalition deal between the Liberal Democrats and the right-wing Japan Innovation Party, or Isshin no Kai, after the LDP's breakup with its centrist, Buddhist-backed partner Komeito. The new alliance pulls the governing bloc further to the right, but still leaves it short of a majority in both chambers, raising questions about stability and the government's longevity. Takaichi inherits a challenging agenda. With inflation and public frustration mounting, the new administration is under pressure to compile economic measures by December. LDP Secretary General Shunichi Suzuki said tackling rising prices is the government's top priority. A protege of the late former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, Takaichi is expected to pursue his conservative legacy, strengthening Japan's military, revising its pacifist constitution, and maintaining a firm stance on national security. Yet, her social positions remain deeply traditional. She opposes same-sex marriage, resists allowing separate surnames for married couples, and supports the imperial family's male-only succession. Critics also note her past visits to the Yasukuni Shrine, which honors convicted war criminals, drawing protests from China and South Korea. Takaichi's rise, from television presenter to Japan's first female prime minister, reflects both political recalibration and public demand for change. But with limited diplomatic experience and a fragile coalition, Japan's new leader faces an uphill test to steady her party and restore voter confidence. Sanae Takaichi begins her historic term under immediate pressure, facing economic headwinds, coalition strains, and a high-stakes visit from US President Donald Trump next week. Her first test comes on the international stage. Trump's 2-day visit to Tokyo will place Takaichi's diplomatic skills under scrutiny as she navigates trade issues and Japan's role in regional security. Soon after, she is expected to attend the APEC summit in South Korea, where her ability to project leadership abroad will be closely watched. At home, Takaichi inherits a fragile coalition and a restless electorate. After the Liberal Democratic Party's breakup with its longtime partner Komeito, the new alliance with the Japan Innovation Party, or Isshin, has been described as a marriage of convenience. Both sides agree on strengthening defense and revising Japan's post-war constitution, but their economic agendas diverge sharply. Isshin's proposals, such as cutting the consumption tax on food, reducing lower house seats, and banning corporate donations, could quickly expose fault lines within the partnership. Meanwhile, the country faces a deepening cost of living crisis. Prices continue to rise, household budgets are under strain, and public patience is wearing thin. Takaichi has pledged swift measures to stabilize the economy, but with her coalition still short of a majority in parliament, passing any significant reforms will demand delicate negotiation and compromise. As Japan's fifth leader in as many years, Takaichi's early weeks in office will reveal whether she can steady her party, manage her allies, and restore confidence at home and abroad. Sanae Takaichi is set to drive a conservative economic agenda known as Sanaenomics, focusing on robust government spending, especially for defense, and maintaining low interest rates to stimulate growth. Inflation in Japan has exceeded the Bank of Japan's target at around 2.53%, while wages remain near three-decade lows. Takaichi opposes aggressive rate hikes, aiming to keep credit affordable to support markets and growth. Her government promotes fiscal stimulus alongside monetary easing, which has driven the Nikkei stock index to record highs. She plans tax incentives to encourage childcare and address Japan's demographic challenges, including a declining birth rate and labour shortages. However, significant reform faces resistance from entrenched political and economic interests. On foreign policy, Takaichi faces complex challenges amid escalating regional security threats, notably from China's assertiveness and North Korea's missile programs. She is expected to strengthen Japan's defense budget, increasing spending from 1% to 2% of GDP, aligning with her mentor, former PM Shinzo Abe's hardline security stance. Takaichi aims to continue strong US-Japan ties, including possible meetings with President Donald Trump, balancing deterrence with diplomatic efforts. Her leadership signals a conservative shift that blends historic gender progress with firm economic and geopolitical strategies, likely reshaping Japan's position on the global stage amid ongoing geopolitical uncertainties. Her premiership builds on Abe's legacy, combining expansionary economics with enhanced defense, addressing both domestic economic stagnation and pressing foreign policy challenges, while navigating coalition politics and public trust issues. Sanae Takaichi was born on March 7, 1961, in Yamato Koriyama, Nara Prefecture, Japan. Raised in a modest family, her father was an office worker and her mother was a police officer. She developed an independent streak early, enjoying heavy metal music and motorbiking, which set her apart from typical political figures. Takaichi graduated from Kobe University and initially pursued careers as an author, broadcaster, and legislative aide before entering politics. Her political career began in the early 1990s as an independent, later joining the Liberal Democratic Party. She held several ministerial roles, notably in internal affairs and economic security, and became a prominent conservative voice, earning her the nickname Iron Lady. Her rise in politics is marked by perseverance and strong conservative ideals.